Hello students, let's read the problem. And it says, which of the following is the domain of the graph below? So I'm looking for domain and they're giving us a graph, okay? So first of all, we need to find what is the definition for domain, right? So domain is basically all the possible values for the input, which is actually the x values, okay? So domain has to do with x, in other words, right? So what I'm going to do is we're going to highlight that just the x so that we know that we're looking at that only, not the y, just the x. And I'm going to write down the word domain right here, okay? So maybe that can remind me that I'm looking at the x-axis, not the y, okay? Before we actually go for domain, we need to analyze the graph that is given to you, because if you notice, the graph has in one end has kind of like a point that is shaded, right? Or dark, however you want to choose to call it. And then on the other side, I see an arrow. So first of all, an arrow means that if I want to, I can continue my line. It never stops. Okay, so keep that in mind. On the other end, like I said, I see a circle that is shaded. So let me go ahead and draw a circle and we're going to shade it. And let's see if we can remember what the shaded circle means. That shaded circle, it's going to help us describe the inequality of whether the point is included or not. So if my point is shaded or dark, I can use the inequality of greater than or equals to, but I can also use the inequality less than or equals to, okay? On the other hand, if my circle is not shaded, I can only choose greater than or less than. Since the point on the graph is shaded, then we are going to choose any of the two on the top. Now, which one are we going to choose? It depends on where the inequality or whether my domain is going. Is it going to the right or to the left? Okay, so we'll come back to see which one of those is the one that I need. So what's the next thing to do? Well, we took care of those things. Now let's go back to what is actually the way to find domain. So a couple of things that we can do. We can actually tell the students to imagine to draw a fence, okay? So what do I mean by a fence? Well, I am gonna go to the point that has the dark or shaded, and I'm gonna go straight up until I cross the x-axis. And I'm gonna keep on going straight up. I'm gonna come back to the point, and I'm gonna go down, okay? So I can see that my value, okay, my line that I did, the fence, the so-called fence, is touching x, which is good because I'm looking for domain. So what I need for you to do next is circle the number that I went through, right? What is the point? What is the point here that I am actually crossing? And if you look carefully, I'm counting by ones, so that will be a -8. I'm going to write down -8 over here. Okay, so that's the first thing I need to do. Let's look at the right side. Can I build a fence on the right side? Can I draw a straight line? And I'm going to do one just to pretend. Can I draw a line and say, Miss, this is my fence on the right? Can I really do that? No, right? Because that arrow means that I can continue going and going and going. So I cannot draw the line there. Can I draw the line more to the right? No, right? I can't, because that arrow means that I cannot build a fence on the right side. So we're going to finish with that already. So now I want you to go back and we actually going to highlight the x-axis now, okay? And I'm going to stop right there where I see my fence. Okay, so let's highlight the x-axis. And I'm going to start on the right side. And I'm going to keep on going. I'm not going to stop on that line, on the point where it crosses the X. Okay, guys? I'm going to keep on going until I touch the fence. And it's like, oops, I cannot go any further. That's the further that I can go on the left, because my fence is telling me you stop right here. Does that make a little bit more sense? So number one, make sure that you're highlighting your x-axis, because that's domain. Okay? Number two, make sure that you stop where the fence is. You cannot pass the fence. Okay? So now the fence stops at -8, which is right there. Is that right? Okay? So let me analyze what that means. So what set of points did I highlight it? Are those numbers to the right or to the left of -8? These numbers are actually to the right of -8. Is that right? They're to the right. If they are to the right, that means that this is a what? Greater or less than? Greater, right? Anything to the right is greater than. So I'm looking for values that are greater than or equal. This is where I decided what symbol am I using. So look up here, and I'm choosing that symbol that you see right up there. Okay, so I need to choose this one over here, because that's the one that means greater than. Now, I know the answer choices don't have the symbol, but I know that that's the symbol that goes with my problem right now. So if you look at the answer choices, you can actually see that letter A says something like what? Less than. Am I looking for something that is less than? No, right? I'm not looking for anything that is less than. So no, that cannot be an answer because I'm not looking for less than. Letter B, greater than. Am I looking for numbers that are greater than? Yes, I am. But look at the numbers that they have here. It's a -6. Did I circle -6 on the x-axis? No, I didn't, right? So that's the reason why I need for you, and I really suggest you to circle the number where my fence stops, because that number is going to really, really help you out when you're trying to decide. So no, that's not right. What about letter C? I do see greater than, and I do see, and it's actually greater than or equals to -8. Is that exactly what I was looking for, right? So my answer should be letter C for that one. Okay, very good.